directed toward the board. I don't know if it's the purview of the board, but we were talking in many cases about animals having to be put down. I think one of the factors that you mentioned was how long they've been there. Some of them may be sick or may not be sick. Very often we've heard that animals are taken out and turn out not to be sick at all. Don't you think that with two boroughs, Queens and the Bronx, having populations of the size of large cities, that it would relieve some of the burden from the Brooklyn and Manhattan shelters in particular to have shelters in the Bronx and Queens? I know the DOH, you're shaking your head again because you proposed and you supported not having the shelters built in the Bronx and Queens. I remember your speech when it was a public hearing. But when you have increase in intake, you have over 30,000 animals coming in, how can you say you don't need more shelters? It's great that you're going to have a van, but that van is not there every day and it's not around all the time.
I'll answer that. We would love more shelters and we would love the resources to staff those shelters. If the city has the political will to implement that,
where does that come from? Where does the political will come from?
that comes from you, and that comes from the dialogue you have with your politicians to help us get the money that we would need in order to do something like that. Of course, we need more space. We would love to have it. It's not up to the board.
I understand, but don't you have to take, I saw you shaking your head because I think you're not supporting it, but is the board supporting that?
If the money is there and we'll help find it, and we've been trying to do that, and that's what led to the local adoption deal with the Bronx. As you may have heard me say, we asked for a lot more than that. We realize that we need more capacity. It's a matter of finding money again.
And now that, this is for the non-governmental ACC directors, now that, given your experience working with the DOH and a new state law statutorily naming the DOH in charge of animal welfare, you believe that the DOH is a solid partner committed to animal welfare?
Yes, I do. And on that note too, I apologize, there's about 3 people who didn't get to speak, exactly 3 people, and we'll make sure you're prioritized the next time. Or also, please, you can always contact us with your questions and comments. But there are board members that need to leave, including our veterinarian, who has a lot of important appointments waiting for him. So we're...